First, Dmitry Medvedev says the US is threatening strategic stability with Russia and insists there'll be a reaction to a US missile defense system in Eastern Europe. The Russian president was speaking at a meeting with Russia's ambassadors and representatives abroad. Medvedev once again expressed a desire for a multipolar world, not one dominated by a single power. Our correspondent Denise Nawe has been following the meeting in Moscow.
A rare chance to hear it from the source. For the first time, President Dmitry Medvedev met with his ambassadors from across the world and shared his vision of Russia's diplomatic future. Here at the Foreign Ministry, President Medvedev once again underlined the core idea of Russia's foreign policy. It would like to see a multipolar world with robust global bodies to uphold the rule of international law. Medvedev gave clear examples of how Russia believes international law has been violated and how institutions like the UN have been sidelined.
It is unacceptable when the universal idea of personal security, which lays the foundation of national security, is ignored. Unfortunately, some recent events can be classified as violation of such norms, in particular the unilateral declaration of Kosovo's independence and the consequent recognition of the new state.
A common ideal, Russia is looking to protect its interest while avoiding conflict, a concept that is being tested by the U.S. Their plans for a missile defense system close to its borders has always been a no-no for Russia. And now that the U.S. has signed an accord with the Czech Republic, things are heating up.
We will have to respond appropriately, and our American and European partners have already been warned. National security cannot be based on a word of honor. Both Russia and the US share responsibility for preserving strategic stability. It's clear our common legacy cannot be kept if one of the sides destroys selective elements of this strategic structure. It doesn't suit us.
Russia is also worried about the lack of a modern collective security system in the world.
The main principles of international life, such as the inviolability of borders, the inseparability of security, and the unacceptability of ensuring the security of one at the expense of others, we should try and find out why in some cases they don't work anymore. We should look at whether they suit modern life. If they don't, we should think of creating a new structure which would correspond to the reality of the 21st century.
Ambassadors weren't surprised by what they heard, as this is a policy Russia has supported for years, but some do say they were reassured.
Recently, there have been doubts as to the reliability of Russia expressed by our partners, certainly the United Nations. But Russia is ready to be an open and real partner, and what the President said just helped to support that.
Now it's over to the ambassadors, the men and women whose job it is to carry out Russian policy around the world. And for some, it's a tougher job than for others. Denise Nawe, RT, Moscow.